I got a question for you. Are you living life, or is life living you? How bad do you want to be successful? Are you ready to level up in life? Are you ready to go to that next level? Are you sick of being average? I ask you again, are you living life, or is life living you? Blessed and unstoppable, the International World Tour. Dr. Billy Alsbrooks, coming to a city near you. I'll be teaching a 4-hour, life-changing seminar on the art of greatness. Arise, champion. Every city will sell out. Get your tickets now. Hawaii, Houston, Phoenix, Atlanta, DC, Denver, Frisco, Boston, Philly. We coming. Be there. Get your tickets now at blessedandunstoppable.com. I remember a while ago, before my book took off and before the speaking took off, I was out to dinner with my family, and we were all gathered around the table, and I was talking about what I wanted to do, my dream, my vision, what I wanted to accomplish with my life. And I could tell by the look on their face, the look in their eyes, they didn't believe me. They just didn't get it. I really wanted that validation. I wanted somebody to look at me and say, I believe in you. But that's the way it's always been in my life. See, when you dream big, it's like you speak a different language. The common man, the average person, will not understand a person who is dreaming on the next level. I got so mad inside, I couldn't wait to get back home. See, I just got this big 6-foot dry erase board on my wall, and I had set my goals big, I thought, until I had that conversation with my family that did not understand who they were sitting across the table from. And when I got home, I ran straight up to my office. I grabbed that eraser and I wiped my dry erase board clean. All the goals that I had dreamed before, I wiped them off. And then I started writing bigger goals, bigger dreams, bigger ambitions. See, if they're not gonna understand me, then it doesn't really matter how big I dream. They're not gonna understand me anyway. So if I'm gonna dream, I might as well dream to the max. I might as well invite God into my situation and let him prove his glory, to prove his power, to prove his magnificence through me. Now somebody needs to hear this out there that's listening to me. Those closest to you, those closest around you will be the last to see the change in you. First got into the music business. I had been with this girl for 5 years, but her mother couldn't stand me. See, I didn't have any money at the time. I wasn't working a 9 to 5, I was just grinding with my music, trying to make something happen. All I had was a dream. And I used to talk about this dream when I go over to my girlfriend's house. And her mother would give me this look. She said, son, you're just a dreamer. That thing you're dreaming is never gonna happen. And I don't want my daughter with somebody like you who's not gonna be anything in life. She ended up giving my girlfriend an ultimatum. She said, you either break up with him or you get out of my house. She had heard the negativity that her mother said about me so many times, she believed it. She gave up on me, and we went our separate ways. But what her mother said, that I was just a dreamer, stuck with me my whole music career. I would ask myself every single day, are you just a dreamer? Or are you a person who can grind until they execute? Somebody who can make that dream a reality. Is that you? 6 months after that breakup, I signed my first record deal. And 3 months after that, I hit the Billboard charts. That stuck with me though. What she said, Billy, you're just a dreamer and you're never gonna be nothing. I heard that voice over and over and over. So when I was outside that club promoting my music at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, dealing with every kind of thing you could imagine, drunks and gangs and people packing guns and that negative environment, and that voice on the inside of me said, go home, it's late. I would stay that extra hour, I would stay that extra 2 hours grinding to prove to the world that I wasn't just dreaming, that greatness was on the inside of me. I know I'm talking to somebody out there right now who can relate to what I'm saying. You got dreams, you got ambitions. That 9 to 5 job is just not enough for you. You got this grand goal of conquering the world, but no one around you believes you. Listen to me, champion, don't get discouraged by that. You see, the common man, the average person, they can only see with their eyes. But the greats, the legends, the difference makers, the ones that have rocked and shake this globe, imitators. So when you're writing out your goals, don't just set your goals to the level of your own ability. Set them to the level of the God that you serve. Because with God, all things are possible. My biggest challenge was managing my expectations for others. You see, I expect everyone around me to get it. Everyone around me to understand the dream that's on the inside of me. And that's just not reality. They are not the same. Now, I don't say this in an arrogant manner. They just don't have revelation yet of the God that's on the inside of them. It don't take faith to dream small. That's why so many people do it. This guy reached out to me a few months ago about doing an interview on his TV show. And it all worked out because 2 weeks later I was doing an event up in his city. So I get to his city, I reach out to him, text him, I'm like, hey, where you want to meet up? And he said, first come by the house and then we'll go to the station to do the interview. So he sent me his address. I put it in my GPS and began the journey across town. And as I pull in the neighborhood, I realized this is a rough area of town. But I'm trusting the spirit that is in me, because it is guiding me to this man. And when I get over there, his house is the only house on the street that is not boarded up. Every house next to him is boarded up and abandoned. But this guy has something about him different. I pull up in the driveway and he comes out and welcomes me and introduces himself and invites me on in the house. Now, when I go in the house, all I see are goals and vision boards and dreams written down everywhere. See, this man had been in prison for 15 years, but got saved inside. And God began to pour these dreams out on him. And when he got out, God slowly began to open these doors, these unimaginable doors. First he got a radio show, then he got a TV show. God put a book in him. This guy had every reason in the world to make an excuse why he couldn't do something when he got out. He'd been gone 15 years, but he didn't make excuses. He dreamed big because he knew the word and said, with God all things are possible. And he bought into that. Now this man wasn't living where he wanted to live, but he wasn't living where he was living. Do you understand what I'm saying? His mind was not in that bad area of town. His mind had already rented the U-Haul, packed everything up and moved out of there. And everybody in that house, his new wife, his stepchildren, all of them spoke the dream. Every single one of them had their own goal sheet. Every one of them had their own vision board. Every one of them spoke success. Every one of them spoke faith. Now, I don't know how long it will take for that man to manifest what's in him, but I know he's going to, because he has aligned with the laws of success. All you have to do is get clear on what you want in life. And you do that by starting with the way you want to feel. How do you want to feel every single day when you get up? Now with me, every day that I get up, I want to be on fire. I want to do the things that I'm passionate about. I want to write, I want to speak, I want to create, I want to get in front of people and change lives. This is what I want to do every single day of my life. Once you figure out how you want to feel, then you lay out outcomes that will produce those feelings. What outcomes, if you achieve, will make you feel the way that you want to feel? What do you want your legacy here on earth to be? When you are dead and gone, what do you want people to say about you? Most people are too lazy to do the inner homework required for greatness. The majority of the world says they want to be successful, but that's not true. What they want to do is look successful. They don't want to be successful. They don't want to do the things that it takes, the things that are required to produce that. They just want to look like that. Success is available to anybody, but not everybody is willing to pay the price that it costs to do it. Now, see, here's the thing. If you want massive success, if you want to level up, if you want to go to that next level, the thing is you got to be willing to go down that road alone. Most people don't speak the language of greatness. And there's not a setting inside Google Translate to translate that big dream that you're talking into common language. They will not understand what it is you are saying if you're dreaming big. Now, if you got small dreams, everybody can hear you. Everybody will pat you on the back and say, sure, go ahead, buddy, you can do it. But if you dream big, I'm talking about global, galactic dreams. If you want to change the world, you gotta be willing to do that thing solo. Get up every single day and seek your calling. Find that thing that God has anointed you to do and get in the center of it. Get in the center of it. Turn up. Set yourself on fire and then aim for the stars. All things are possible with God. Somebody somebody emailed me asking what I wrote on my vision board that night I went home. I wrote 1 billion people. Impact, motivate, inspire, sow life over 1 billion people around this globe. I am Billy Alsbrooks, blessed and unstoppable, and I will do what I set out to do. To God be the glory. Those who play timid and scared disqualify themselves. If you want to do big things in life, every move you make has to be strategic. If you want to taste greatness, you gotta aggressively attack the unknown. You gotta be hungry, dedicated, and fearless. The world belongs to the bold, and the rest are just spectators. You gotta dream the dream, to get up every single day and aggressively pursue that greatness that's on the inside of you. My daddy used to say, son, if you're gonna make a mistake, then make it full speed. B7U clothing, wear your identity.
Take it all from me. Take my money, take the jet, take the house. I still got me. I still got my courage. I still got who I know I am now. For the first time in my life, I know who I am. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you guys very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Love you guys. For most of you that have ever struggled in your life, I come from a lot of struggle, okay? In 1983, I was living in that little joint right there. Rent was $275 a month. I lived in one half of it. I was beat within 76 stitches in my head and face. I was beat within, I don't know, inches of my life. In 1983, I started to turn my whole life around. And I want to share with you today what I did to do that, okay? I was broke at that time. I was 25 years of age. This was 35 years ago. I'm 60 years old. It seems like this was just like yesterday. And time's passing. How many of you are like, I can't believe I'm this old, or this age, or that age, right? Or 25. I remember when I was 25, I can't believe I'm 25. I'm an old man, right? And so I was broke at that time. I was in debt. How many of you have been in debt before? Not a good feeling. And that's what everybody kept telling me. And that's one of the things that kept me from being where I should be. Okay, you're getting misinformation right now. I was broke, I was in debt, I was literally bankrupt in every way a person could be bankrupt. Spiritually, mentally, physically. I weighed 138 pounds. I weigh maybe 170, so it's about 32 pounds less than I weigh right now. I was sick, I was a mess. But how many of you you've been a mess before in your life? Okay, good. So we got a lot in common. I know this, if you want things to change, they can change. And they're not going to change just because you pray, just because you wish, just because you hope. And they won't change just because your family wants it to change. It did not change until I started getting information. And if you're taking notes today, it didn't start changing until I started getting rid of information. One of the most important things that happened to me in my life was to get rid of information. A man told me once, he's like, hey, look, man, if things aren't going well, somebody or something is causing it not to go well. How many agree with that statement? Okay? Things aren't going well, something or someone is causing things not to go well. Okay? And before you guys take on the Republicans or the Democrats or the conspiracy, he said, Grant, before you take on other people, why don't you just take on these 24 inches right here, bud? Okay, before you take on changing the whole world, why don't you handle like between your shoulders, because you got your hands full.
Blessed and unstoppable. Success starts with putting the right things into your mind. And My new book, Blessed and Unstoppable, was strategically designed to align your mind with the laws of success. This curriculum will teach you the inner mechanics required to go from average to phenomenal, from living a life with limits to being blessed and unstoppable. As you follow this guide step by step, amazing breakthroughs will happen. New doors of opportunity will open, and favor will begin to chase you down. Blessed and Unstoppable is a 31-day devotional on the laws of success. This book will instigate the thought process and actions required to transform your life. Each day has a Bible verse, a teaching on that day's principle, a positive affirmation, a prayer for the day, self-assessment questions, success quotes, action steps, and a powerful inspirational message. Regardless of what field you're in, Blessed and Unstoppable is your blueprint for success. Get your copy at blessedandunstoppable.com. Also available on Amazon.